Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashley, and on this channel we talk all things budgeting and cash stuffing, including sinking funds and savings challenges. Today we are going to go over my budget for May. We're going to kind of go over what we expect for income, what's coming out for bills, how we are going to be adjusting our variable expenses this month, and just some goals with our sinking funds and savings challenges. So if that is something you are interested in, make sure you stick around for the rest of this video. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Okay, first, let's go ahead and start up here in the budget and the expected income. As always, my husband's income for the month of May is looking like $3,384. For serving this month, I am guessing I'm going to make around $3,500. Last month, I did bring in just over $3,600. Cleaning, there are 3 Wednesdays in the month of May, so I'll be making $300 this month versus my normal $240. Etsy, honestly, y'all, my Etsy, like I've been saying, it hasn't been doing good, but I also haven't been putting a whole lot of work into it. I'm just slowly getting back to everything. And it's just not a priority for me right now. But like I said, I do get a few purchases here and there. So I am guessing my Etsy income is going to be about $100 for the month of May. YouTube, I did not hit my threshold last month for the $100, so that will be 0. Amazon, I don't believe I hit the threshold for $10, so that's going to be 0 as well. So let's go ahead and add up what this is looking like. So we've got 3,384 plus 3,500 plus 300 plus 100. We're looking at about $7,284 this month. All right, so let's go ahead and move along to our bills for May. Mortgage budget for that is $1,450. Budget for our first HOA is $56. The second one is $192. And then the third is $270. Water this month, we're looking at $145. T-Mobile is $207. PayPal is going to be $120. This is up a little bit this month. I did put some dog food, my Chewy subscription on that, and I forgot to pull the money from my pet care envelope and ended up spending it. So, ooh. So I did end up spending some of that. So it is up a little bit for $120. My husband's car loan is $1,001. Electric for May. What is that? I have it written over here. Electric $122. Gas is going to be $50. My car is $241. Cable is $31. Car insurance is $187. Motorcycle is $13. And Discover is $450. So let's go ahead and add all of this up and see what our bills are looking like for the month of May. All right, so bill total is $4,535. Now, I like to zero out my budget. So looking at what the expected income is minus bills, it looks like we have a little over $2,700 to work with for spending and savings this month. So let's go ahead and look at our variable expenses for this month. So let me go ahead and move this out of the way. I don't need that over here right now. I do want to let's look at that before we move on. So far for May, I am almost fully funded for mortgage. I'm missing like $200 in here to make that payment. HOA is fully funded, water is fully funded, T-Mobile is fully funded. So I still have a little bit to go to be a full month ahead in my bills. I really need to make it a priority this month to get ahead here. And put whatever extra money we have in there so we can get back to being a full month ahead, because I prefer being a full month ahead in my bills and being able to just set all this stuff up and forget about it at the beginning of each month, but it is what it is right now. So how I am going to make sure that I can do that is focusing in on our spending. So I went ahead and went through April and all of our spending. I added everything up. This is 5 weeks worth of spending for us. Like I said, we have gone a little bit crazy this past month, and we definitely have been overspending in some categories. So I need to kind of pull that back in and figure out where the craziness is happening. Okay, so let's talk about what our budget's going to be for May. So let's see. For spending, we always do $25 each week. Now my week begins on a Monday, so there is 5 Mondays in May. So we are looking at $125 for each of us for our personal spending in May. Now let's look over at groceries. Now, I figured it out. For the month of April, we spent $208 average over each week for groceries. So I am actually going to keep my budget of $200 that I have been doing. I think that's actually a good spot for us for groceries. And for groceries, that does include like toiletries. It includes like toilet paper, paper towels, napkins, laundry detergent, fabric softener, all of that stuff I keep in the grocery budget because usually I am getting it at the same place that I'm getting my groceries. Health, now this is going to be like medicine, any supplements that we want to purchase. For April, we spent roughly $22 a week. I am going to do $25 per week. Actually, let me fix this real quick. So it's $25 a week. So we're looking at $125 for the month. This is what I need to do. Okay. which means this is 1,000 for the month. So health, I'm gonna do 25 for health for May. I think that's a good spot. Gas, we spent about $61 a week. So I'm gonna stick with my $60 gas budget and see where that gets us in May. 60 times 5 weeks is $300. Pet care. So pet care has been up this past month with vet visits and stuff. So I did actually end up spending $168 between vet visits and food and necessities for them. I don't see that being as high this month. We have backed off on the vet visits. So I'm thinking we're probably gonna need about $75 to $80 a week. So I'm gonna do 80. 80 seems like a good number. So 80 times 5 weeks in May is $400. Dining. Dining is definitely where we need to cut back. We've had a lot of good weeks in April that we didn't do a lot of spending on dining, but then we also had a couple weeks where we went way overboard. So it looks like we spent about $93 a week. I'm gonna try and cut that back to about $75 a week instead, and see where that gets us, because I think 75 should be plenty. So let's see, 75 times 5 is $375 for the month. Fun, I haven't really been spending a lot of money here. Fun usually ends up being overflow for dining or any miscellaneous purchases. We did use it technically for like a race or whatnot this past month. I'm gonna stick with $20 there. So that will be $100 for the month. And then miscellaneous, I'm gonna do $20 here as well. And I know last month I was kind of whatever was left over in each category just went back into miscellaneous. I think I'm gonna go back to keeping the money in its corresponding envelope and just adding a little bit to miscellaneous each week, because I think it just made me spend more, because I was like, oh, I've got, $300 in my miscellaneous envelope. Let's just go ahead and blow it. So that's kind of where my head is with my expenses. I did try and cut back in a couple spots, but also just be realistic with our spending and where we're at right now. It's better to slowly cut back on your spending than trying to do it all at once, because I don't know about you, if I cut back my spending too much, then I just get really like bored or depressed, and then it just leads to me like spending way too much money all at once. So that's kind of where we are at. So let's see what that's going to be. So let's see what our weekly total for spending is going to look like. It looks like $530 a week, which is about what I put away most weeks. In April, there were a few weeks where I put in closer to $600, so that should be good, which means for the month, that is $2,650, which is pretty much where that number landed. Now, the goal over with the variable expenses is if we don't spend a whole bunch of money in groceries or whatever corresponding category, we can cut back week to week, and then that will be extra money to go towards the sinking funds. Now, with my income being so variable, I will most likely be bringing in more than that. So we're going to kind of set some goals over here for our sinking funds. Right now, what is it? I have $70 in emergency savings, autocross, and car mods. And then all these other ones are at $60. So my goal for the quarter is to get all of these up to $250 a piece. So my goal for May, I want to get them to, let's just say we're going to get them to $200. 200? Is that a good one? Is that too much? How about 175? So the goal is 175, or no, because we'll do 170 because they're in increments of 10. So that means that I want to put $100 towards emergency, 100 towards autocross, 100 towards car mods, and that leaves 110 to go towards each of these. Whoops. Now, this might be shooting a little high, but we've got to shoot for the stars sometimes, okay? So we're looking at $740 to put away in savings for the month of May. Now, I know y'all are probably thinking I'm crazy and that all of these numbers do not add up. But remember the way I am paid weekly, even though it's just the way my weeks work. I promise you it's not as crazy as it looks. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Who knows what I am doing right now. But I think I can make it work because I usually have at least $200 a week, like extra to go to like sinking funds and savings challenges. As long as I don't get sick again, I think that this is doable for me. But that's my A goal. B goal would honestly just be to get each of these to $140, but we're gonna shoot for the stars. And if I have to pick up extra shifts at work, I'll do that because I really need to hit my goals for May. Also noted down over here, I do have already for the year, I did pay taxes in April, and so far I still have $1,185.34 to go towards taxes for 2023. I have almost $230 in emergency savings, and then I have $457 in sinking funds in my sinking funds savings account. So I do have other money besides what is in my envelopes right now. But this is kind of what we're looking like for May. I hope I didn't confuse y'all, because honestly at this point I'm a little confused myself. But yeah, that is the goal. That is what we are doing, and I'm sorry for rambling this last few minutes. But yeah, that's what we're looking like. And I'm gonna make it work for this month. So if you have any questions, if I missed something, if I was unclear on something, please feel free to leave a comment down below, because sometimes I just go and I just talk and I miss things. So if you have questions, please feel free to leave it down below. If not, come back later and we will be going over my income for the last week of April and setting up our budget for the first week of May, and then we'll be doing our cash stuffings for the week. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.